Hillary angers the progressives, even as she's trying to get the support of Bernie Sanders' people. She did a vice presidential pick of Tim Kaine that really sends them ballistic. First of all, Kaine used to be pro-life, only recently became pro-choice, and even so hedges his position, backing things like parental consent. He also is very close to the banking community. In fact, when his nomination as VP was in the balance, and it could go either way, 3 days ago he sent a letter to the banks indicating that he opposed regulation of the banks, meaning that he didn't support Glass-Steagall being reinstated, a core Bernie Sanders position. And that was really a letter designed to get the banks to contact their puppet Hillary and make sure that Kaine got the nomination. And that was not lost on the Sanders voters. In addition, Sanders has constantly been at the relatively moderate wing of the Democratic Party. Now, this comes at a time when Trump has appealed to the conservatives who felt jilted by his defeat of Ted Cruz and nominated one of their own, Mike Pence, as his vice president. And as if that wasn't enough, this past weekend's news has been dominated by the leaking by WikiLeaks of 19,000 and plus emails from the staff of the Democratic National Committee. Now, the National Committee is supposed to be neutral in the Hillary versus Sanders contest, but the emails reveal they were anything but neutral. The emails are filled with leaks to the media to try to disparage Sanders' candidacy. They include one email urging somebody to question Sanders' religion and ask whether or not he was an atheist in the hopes of alienating voters from him in West Virginia and Kentucky. Indeed, the emails also contain evidence possibly of a crime in taking money raised for the Victory Fund, a soft money fund dedicated to strengthening Democratic parties around the country, and they siphoned over 90% of that money out of that fund directly into Hillary's campaign. All of this will further inflame the sentiments of the Bernie Sanders delegates and the Bernie Sanders voters. And Trump is very skillfully exploiting this gap. He overtly appealed to the Sanders voters. He called the nation's economic system rigged, quoting Sanders' view on that. And this can very much act as a backlash against Hillary. So while she may have the nomination, she may in fact only have half of her party. Thanks for watching, and by the way, thank you also for buying my new book Eileen and I wrote called Armageddon: How Trump Can Beat Hillary. It has rocketed, literally, to the top of the charts. It's now the second best-selling book in the United States of America on both Amazon.com and BarnesandNobles.com, only behind Harry Potter. And unless we figure out how to ride a broomstick, I don't think we'll be able to pass Harry. But thanks anyway.